I just got off the phone with the man, the myth, the legend, Rex Bear, coordinating our paranormal extravaganza to the Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary coming up this weekend. You will want to keep your eyes peeled. You want to keep listening. You want to keep watching for the great things that are going to be happening at Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary. So look forward to that. I think it's going to be a great time. But I was thinking about something, man, and this is craziness to me. I think, I thought I had Yahweh all figured out. Of course, I don't believe that he really was Yahweh, the God that we knew is Yahweh. He was simply pretending to be Yahweh. He had pretended to be Marduk. He might have been a rogue Anunnaki. If you watched the show earlier today, it's a very distinct possibility. And this is a God, this is a being that's been trying to sell himself as a God forever, as far as our perspective is. And he might have even been trying to sell himself as a God even before he started selling himself as a God to us. And of course, he's now been deposed. What do you mean by that, Jeff? I mean that the God of the Bible, I call him wrong way, no way, Yahweh. I also call him the rat, B-A-S-T-A-R-D, but I have young listeners, so I don't say that anymore. But yeah, he's been deposed. He has been taken out of this system, out of this frequency, out of this quantum reality, and he's been banished. A fate worse than death, I believe the scriptures and Revelation show me. So he's gone. He finally, an imposter can only be an imposter so long. A phony can only be a phony so long. A fake can only be a fake so long. Well, Jeff, it's been 6,000 years, you tell me, or 10,000 maybe. But if the Bible's anywhere close to right, and they say that a day is like 1,000 years and 1,000 years is like a day, then, it's only been like a week and a half, right? It's only like a week and a half. So how bad could it be? But he's gone. And I believe I've shown you great evidence that he was not really Yahweh. He had usurped that name, the Tetragrammaton. I believe we showed you really good evidence that he was not really Marduk. He usurped that name. I believe we've shown you really good evidence that he even stole the Mhulu from the Anunnaki gods. And I believe we've shown you good evidence that he may have even coded his name to show his Anunnaki origin. So this is a deceiver, a lie, and a cheater, and a thief from the very beginning. Now you know what the master, Jesus the Christ, whatever you want to call him, I call him the master. Now you know what he said when you said he is the father of lies. He was the first liar. Can you imagine that? The God of Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, and maybe Zoroastrianism, was a liar. He was the original liar. There was no lies in the universe. There was no lies in our dimension. There was no lies in our reality until this being showed up. And this being showed up, and he brought this thing of lying. He brought this thing of deceit. He brought this thing of not being who you are. And he's been doing it for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And finally, people got tired of him, the other divinities, justice, whatever, and he got swept out. And now it's our job to step up and fill the void. But he might have even been lying to us longer than we even know that he was lying to us. It's possible. Just a fancy water bottle. He may have been lying to us even longer than we thought he was lying to us, because he might be the Ahura Mazda of Zoroastrianism. He might have been the Ahura Mazda of Zoroastrianism. You thought Mazda was something you drive down the road, and you don't even know what Zoroastrianism is. You think Zorro is, it's the guy with the mask. Well, let me talk to you about Zoroastrianism a little bit. Zoroastrianism, or more natively called Mazda Yazna, because it's a Persian religion. It's one of the world's oldest surviving religions. And it is the oldest surviving. Judaism, Zoroastrianism, they go back and forth. Who was first? Most experts believe that Zoroastrianism was first. And I think they're probably right. And yet the similarities between Zoroastrianism and Judaism and Christianity are so striking, and Islam. The similarities between Zoroastrianism, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam are so striking, it's almost like the same God started them. How about that? According to Wikipedia, Zoroastrianism combines a cosmogonic dualism and an eschatological monotheism. Well, what in the world does that mean? Well, what this means, cosmogonic dualism simply means the moral or spiritual belief in two concepts that exist, like good and bad. This is where good versus evil came from Zoroastrianism. And isn't Judaism all about good versus evil? Isn't Christianity all about good versus evil? Isn't Islam all about good versus evil? The original duality came through Zoroastrianism, if you want to go back and see who was really first. Eschatological means a part of theology concerned with the final events of history or the ultimate destiny of humanity. The end times. Let's see, who else is all about the end times? Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and Zoroastrianism. Wow, that's weird. And then they're monotheistic. Only one all-powerful God. Boy, that sounds like Judaism, Christianity, Islam. Really, really weird. Really, really weird. And Ahura Mazda means wise Lord. Oh, that's weird too, man, because the same guy and oh, wow, that's pretty weird. Also, there's major features of Zoroastrianism. Messianism. Whoever heard that before? Oh, yeah. Judaism, Christianity, Islam. Wow. Death, heaven, hell, free will. Sounds just like the Abrahamic religions. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, what if the being that became known as Yahweh was the being known as Ahura Mazda, or Wise Lord? He didn't even change his name. And he started the Zoroastrian religion, but maybe he figured, the geography's not quite right, because in religion, the three biggest rules in religion are location, location, location. Oh, that's real estate. But it's the same thing, right? So the location, location, location wasn't that great. So let me move a little south, a little west, and we'll start it again in the Middle East. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the religions, they're all the same. They've even got the same players. And it looks to me for all the world that this guy that pretended he was Yahweh, this guy that pretended he was Marduk, this guy that pretended he was the Lord, this guy that pretended he was the Lord Jesus Christ, this guy that was trying to be plastic Jesus and make plastic Jesus come to life and speak, he may well have been Ahura Mazda, the founding deity of the Zoroastrian religion. And now when we see that the Christ, the Master, Jesus, whatever you call him, now that when we see that he, ladies and gentlemen, said he was a liar from the beginning, he really was a liar from the very beginning of beginning. He just put on different hats, like Catherine Emma is saying. Wow, that tricky little wrong way, no way, Yahweh, who knew that he also drove a Mazda? Wow. Very interesting. And now that he's gone, and now that the spell is broken, we begin to learn more things about this. I was going to say a diabolical being. He's more of a pathetic being. But nevertheless, he's gone. And it looks like Yahweh got his start, the God formerly known as Yahweh, got his start as Ahura Mazda of the Zoroastrian faith. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick tidbit. Very, very interesting stuff. If you haven't seen the show about astral holographic technology, what are you waiting for? One of the best shows ever. You've got to check it out. I'll be back with some more broadcast excellence. Until then, I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is New Cosmic Knowledge for Sandra Angelo. I'm saying you're divine, you're sovereign, you're free. Ask questions, question answers. And folks, it's never too late or too early. There's no time like the present to unindoctrinate yourself.